Okay, hello, greetings, and welcome to this episode of my Final Fantasy Let's Play. I'm Sakana, this is Emir, and yeah, so let's just get on with it. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, that's a nasty big bug. Let's take care of the big bug. So, last episode did another dungeon. Need to turn in the quest for that. So that's the plan, basically. Go for a bit of a jog in my armour and head to Gridania to hand in the quest. So yes, it's good to have two dungeons under my belt. Hopefully with a bit of time. I'll get the retainers. It's the retainers I really want. Retainers really sort of... It's surprising. Because at the same time I get the retainers, I believe I get Chocobo. I really want my Chocobo. Chocobos and retainers make things a lot easier. So, head to Gridania we go. So yes, back to my normal recording time. Yesterday's one was oh, here we go, I'm yawning again. Maybe I do these too early because I don't remember yawning at all yesterday. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my headset. Yes. So as we run through the forest. Also spent this morning doing the summer event on my main. It's quite a fun one. Looking forward to showing you guys in 5 more levels. Get some gear out of it. Make us look a bit snazzy. Once I've unlocked another thing, which is Glamour, the true endgame. So, just again, run. Lots of travelling. Hello, mother. What you got for me? Welcome back, Sakana. I'm reliably informed that your foray into Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I accept anything less. Brandon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Bowlord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity. That's the word. Within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Yes. Avia's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could even finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah! To hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. And it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for a healer, for your healing, but you couldn't even get that one thing right. Cruel though it may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, of some parting advice, get rid of Averid's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait, don't leave me alone, please. Oh, poor Ida. Sob. I'm sorry, Ava. Please forgive me. Scenes like that have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Uldar. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in the task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Yeah, got some of that. We'll go with the money. Because I got some gear in the last dungeon, which I actually need to equip. So we'll do that now. There we go. Or is that not? Identical. Oh, they're exactly the same. That's really odd. Oh well. So, yes, the story of Ida continues. For those that do not know where it ends, it's, yeah. Sad story, but there we go. On to the next quest, Call of the Desert. Cool. So, you're not adverse of taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Udar. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the patroness of the quicksand. Think of her as the Sultana's version of myself. The Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Sultana, and good luck. Okie dokie. Head down to do that. Here we go. Uldar. Okay. Let us fly. I don't know if you keep hearing that squeaking. That's from me making facial expressions and my glasses rubbing against the headset. Sounds weird to me. I don't know if the mic picks it up though. Steps of Narn. Really dark. Well, at least it's not bright yellow anymore. Ever and anon. Ruby Road Exchange. Here we go. Oh, they got all the fair stuff. Here we go. Momodi. Welcome to this quick scan. Welcome to this quick scan. Welcome to the quick sand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind sharing yourself to. Judging by your determined expression, I take it you aren't here for the ale. Are you called Sokana Eomir by any chance? Right, that'll be me. Merwin sent word of you that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. And that's no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Certainly. Disciple War, Disciple Magic. I do like the mask, so I'm going to have the mask more as a glamour piece than because I actually need it. Momodi is waiting to brief you on your task. Into a copper hell. I think this is another dungeon. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papashan. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. So this strapping young man is the much lauded adventurer, is he? Marvellous, marvellous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. I can't see him half the time. And he looks about to be as tall as my forearm. But there we go. Mayhap you'll like to appraise Sokana of his mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amajan and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are the clan known as the... oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Clan known as the Hecatoncheries. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them. and now prowl the tunnels with the miners ply their trades. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Throne Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the hecatontries to work their mines by way of enchanted helms. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will, but as is often the case in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the hecatontries, our ancestors, induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the Great Giant Revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article in about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demands for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures were still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse as a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you didn't know, Copperbell Mines is in Western Fanalan. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amajan and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, that's it. And he knows Copperbell well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Okie dokie, I'll go have a chat with the fella. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got skill to go with them. Because things ain't pretty down there. The hecatontries left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Ul dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials we needed for the rebuilding efforts, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well that about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I need nothing. I mean, nothing could possibly be surprised being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery shall grind to a halt for what of ought to build with. Struggling with that sentence, blimey. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance of the in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nations rests on you, friend. Best of luck. Okie dokie. Let us make our way there then. Jump. Don't think I... Yeah, no, I need to have a little chat with this fella to register myself. Fine. And check which exit I need to take. The furthest one, of course. Well, that's what the Aetherites are for. I believe it's the Thaumaturges Guild. So we're heading to another dungeon, but I am not going to do it in this video. I've got work, so once I get there I will call it a day, and we'll do that tomorrow. I've got a hoof it. Just imagine running in this. We're in the middle of a desert and I'm running in full plate armor. I'm gonna be a cooked turkey by the time I get there. Oh no, it's nighttime, so maybe not. Maybe I'll survive. Just gotta keep running. Keep on running. Here we go. Again, the game showing how pretty it can be. So I am heading over the bridge. And with that, I appear to have arrived. Okay. Let's have a little chat with Stone Torch here. There's been an incident inside Copper Bell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the hecatontries? I didn't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, in fact at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner we see to them, the better. make ready as best you can and enter at will. Okay. So that is the start of another adventure into the dungeons as we look out on the night sky and the Milky Way. And with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. So, thank you for joining me. I've been Sukana, this has been Enomir, and we will see you in the next video. Ta-ra!